ラブライブスクールアイドルフェスティバルオールスターズ
Hello everybody! I am the Orc! Let's jump right in! Super Mario movie, here we come! Yes, this topic's kinda very late, but you know, I had to put my priorities sorted out, but now we can talk about the Mario movie in proper detail. So, not too long ago, we saw the Mario movie trailer premiere at the New York Comic Con. It was also on the Nintendo Direct that was built for New York Comic Con. But, well, everyone had to view it firsthand, you know. I definitely had to stay up until 4 a.m. just to see 4:05 a.m. just to see the trailer myself, you know. So, what were my thoughts about the Mario movie trailer? Well, first off, the graphics definitely look very, very amazing, you know. The world the world of the Mushroom Kingdom looks fantastic, you know. Almost like you can tell these are high-end game graphics, but now turned into, well, animation. I quite like the animations as well. And then, oh yeah, we need to talk about the voices too, you know. Jack Black. Yo, Jack Black, I always liked him as Bo in Kung Fu Panda. And he's done other incredible roles, you know. School of Rock, you remember that film? Sure, not that, but as well. Oh, you even had his own game, Brutal Legend. Yeah, Jack Black. He does a fantastic job as Bowser, you know. So, the others do very... But he definitely knew what he was signed up to, you know. And I can't wait to see Bowser. God, do great things, you know. Just like how Jim Carrey does a great job as Dr. Eggman. But now we come to Mario himself. Well, aside from the fact that he lacks, you know, lacks the cake that people have been whining about. People seem to be complaining about, well, good old Chris Pratt. You might know Chris Pratt as the Star-Lord. Emmett from the Lego movies and what? Oh yeah, Onward. The brother, the one who drives the van and all that, alongside Tom Holland. Well, it's too early to judge for me though, because he didn't really say too much, but these were like initial draft lines that were given to by the trailers, and they probably had to reshoot his voice multiple times. You get what I'm saying? Well, it's too early to judge, but you never know what will happen to Mario. Will Chris Pratt truly deliver a phenomenal role? Only time will tell. The film will come out April 7th, so definitely I will be happy to check that out as a fan of Nintendo. And you know, if this movie is successful, who knows? There might be big stuff for Nintendo's other projects down the pipeline. Yet because pipes, you know, Mario travels through pipes. Hey, I'll see myself. I'll put this after done. We have a lot to do today, so it's only befitting that I have to cut myself short a bit and prioritize the things that we need to prioritize today. You know? Kind of running late here too, you know, because I had to touch some grass. Oh, these are requirements. Even more. Oh, that's good. That's good to see. I like this game. Alright, alright. All the way up to the end of the arc course. Alright, right there. Perfection. I get when games give a quality of life stuff. Makes it easier for the new players, you know? But for the veterans, we all are here for a very simple purposes, you know. We got so much to prepare for today that I'm sure you're all asking the question. Aren't you supposed to be playing Persona 5 Royal on PC Game Pass? Don't worry about me, bro. I will put play P5R on the Xbox X Cloud whenever I have time. I got Game Pass after all, so I can choose whenever I want to play Persona. All while I render my computer stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, we finished 3 seasons already, and a bunch of intermissions. But now, a new season awaits us all. Are you ready to dive forth into this season? I sure am ready to dive forth into this new season. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chapter 44 has come. A whole new beginning for the Nijigasaki girls right here in this very game. That's right. I absolutely have to cover this today, okay, because you know, new stuff. We already saw that. I already told you about the stuff that we can expect this season, so we are definitely here to check that out in person. And you listen. And can you hear the music that's playing right now in the background? That does sound like the title screen music that you heard before. Look at this. We got so much planned right for us. It's gonna be very exciting to see. So, how about it? Shall we take a dive and enjoy the entirety of Chapter 44? Of course we will, you know. I have so much planned to do. I have to make sure I render this. And then November 1, I'm gonna be busy with Blue Archive. That's when the anniversary update drops. I'm so excited for the Blue Archive because, you know, Blue Archive is my favorite game right now. I'm so happy we're already crossing a whole year. Damn! And then November 2 is gonna be the Genshin and Apex and Reconnect Marathon. Like, triple whammy. Like, oh my god! Will I even survive that day? Thankfully I have that can of monster to carry me through. So, if that can of monster lasts me a whole week, then it shall be the best drink ever. Now, let us start Chapter 44. Welcome back to our favorite school, Nijigasaki.
大きなあくびだね。
That do me sometimes, you know.
実は
Oh God, you
私
know.
もちょっと眠いんだ。
That reminds me, I saw that
昨日のゲーム大
funny
会
comic
ずっと
of
見ちゃったか
Honkai
ら
where one girl was reading through
あなたの
who
活躍
was
も見たんだよ。
the new girl was reading through who was tips on being healthy and then
確かにそうかも。
sleep early. She sleeps like 5 a.m. Why am I attacked?
こんにちは。
Sorry for making you come at
うん
lunch.
一緒にランチできる
No
の
worries.
嬉しい。
It's always good to have more
み
people
なちゃ
come
ん、
at lunch,
お
you
かず
know.
交換こし
I
よ
had Boss Burger earlier.
う。歩夢さんの卵焼き。いっ
Oh,
ぱい召し上が
she
れ。
made plenty.
たくさん作ってきたから。
Very good, Ayume.
おいしい。りなちゃんボード。ふわわー。私のサンドイッチも食べて。
Sandwich.
うん、あ
Wait.
りがとう。いただき
Isn't
ま
that
ーす。
Didn't you take the one from Heavy? You said everyone loves yesterday fan game tournament. We should do another one, yo.
たくさんメッセージもらえてすごく嬉しい。 私も見てたけど、りなちゃんの好きでどんどんクリアしていっちゃうのすごかった。ありがとう。でもあのゲームはやり
Of
慣れ
course,
てただ
if
け。
you're like an apex predator, you
誰でもできる。
definitely grind your way until you make it to diamond, to the high
りな
rank.
ちゃんのファンクラ
I
ブって
myself managed to
ウ
make
ェ
it
ブ
to
上での
diamond
交流がたくさんあっていいよね。
on the
オン
mobile
ラインライブ
client
が
of
専用
all
のアプリで
things.
見れたり、ライブの応援もスタンプをポンポン送れたりして楽しいし、
Oh, what is this one?
自分であんなの作れちゃうなんて
Oh,
ほんとすごい
interesting.
よ。
So basically, we created Hatsune Miku colorful
楽しん
stage.
でもらえて
So
よかっ
that's
た。
not the thing where we get to
Rina-chan
watch virtual lives, you know? Hey, have a look at this. Oh, a game.
あ、見
You
た。
want to play a game? You want to play?
ちょっと気になっ
Let's
てた。
play.
確かにゲームを作ったらみんな楽しんでくれそうだよね。私もみんなとゲームもっとしたい。りなちゃんが作るゲームか。やってみ
A
たいな。
one-man game would always be fantastic, you know.
あゆむさんとも
Look
ゲ
at
ームした
examples
い。
like, say, Stardew Valley.
私もりなちゃんとやりたい。あなたとチームを組んでできるゲームだといいな。
Tag team. Let's get a game over. Gosh,
私
you know.
考えてみる。
I mean, I tell you
実
one
現で
thing,
きたら
do not.
すごく楽
When
し
we
そう。
land on the broken moon in Apex Season 15, I decide the POI. Yeah, yeah. What are we gonna play, you know? A career path survey? Oh. Interesting. What do I want to be for my career?
やっほー、今から部室だよね。
Hi!
一緒に行こ
How are you doing? Did they give you a curvy?
う。なんて書こっかな。
Looks like no one.
迷っちゃ
Looks
うよ
like
ね。
we both don't know what to choose, you know? Thought you have it all
迷う
planned
よ。
out.
だってやってみたいこといっぱいあるもん。もんじゃ焼きに革命を起こすような開発をし
An
てみたいし、
explorer.
探
Animal
検家にも興
conservation.
味あるし、
Wow,
野生
you
動
got a
物
lot
の
of
保護とか
ambition.
憧れるし、他にもたくさん。
The complete opposite problem. I won't do that again. Right, yeah.
一人で乗りツッコミしないでよ。
Because
愛さん
at
に
some
もツッ
point,
コミさ
our
せて。
parents will probably ask us to be a
で
doctor.
もよし、急いで考えなくてもいいんだからね。
Even
君
if
は
we
もう
spent like
愛
years.
さんたちみんなの夢を一緒に抱えてくれてるんだから。
Yeah,
ああ、最高にハッピーな進路じゃん。
of course.
君も君に手助けしてもらう人もみんなハッピー。
I placed that in the career path survey.
愛さんに任せ
Oh,
て。
you gonna help?
ハッピー請負
Happiness
なんてどう？
contractor? Huh. Way too embarrassing. But that does sound like a fun job to take, you know? Happiness contractor, you know? Be the guy that looks to spread happiness amidst, you know, tough shit. Even even after the typhoon, don't worry. I'm still A-okay right here. I wish everyone in the Philippines a safety, you know, amidst these tough times. So, but I'm hoping my content can continue to make you smile. Okay, so we got a lot to cover through. Of course, there'll be songs that we already played, so you know my drill. I'm gonna slash these out of the editing so we can get right to the meat and potato of the story. I'll see you in episode 2. Alright guys, I have some interesting news to tell you. Normally, in seasons 2 and 3, you'd have like an easy and hard mode toggle button somewhere right here. But in this season, apparently, there's none. There's absolutely none. And I think because of this, every song is back to normal mode. I repeat, there is no more hard mode. And this is very interesting, to say the least. I don't know what conjugated this change right here, but I guess it means everyone can now can still continue to have an easier time breezing through the story, I guess, you know, without the songs being a bit of a roadblock for them. Also, I definitely would like, you know, a challenge. That's what I'm always here for. Okay, enough rambling. We have to check out this next episode right here and continue the flow of the storyline. Alright. You're all early. Howdy. Hey, Kasumi, when did you start mating Cassidy?
進路希望調査のプリントってみんなもらった？
Yeah, sounds like they both rhyme.
愛さんたちも今日配られたんですか？これは学園全体の調査なので、全学年が対象なんですよ、しずくさん。
Well, let's talk about it, shall we?
来週までに提出なんだよね。かなたちゃんなんて書こうかな。
So that's like
かなたは料理関係じゃないの？それはそうなんだけど。
University or specialist school? Ah, right. Because they do have specialist schools can help you on that subject matter, you know. You have your art school, your culinary school.
ランジはもう出したわよ。
Oh, Nanju, you're fast. Do tell us.
ワールドワイドホッパーよ。
Worldwide.
ワールドワイドホッパ
ー Working for a travel agency. First
違う
class?
わ。ランジュは世界中を飛び回って好きなことをするのよ。このランジュが一つのことにとらわれることはないわ。
What do you want to aim for first?
スクールアイドル以外はね。すっごいドヤ顔してますね。すみません、すみません。ランジュは本当に純粋にそう思ってるんです。
Yeah, this ain't no exaggeration.
あんまりランジュ先輩甘やかしすぎちゃダメだよ。気をつけます。かすみはランジュに世界の厳しさを教えてくれるのね。かわいい上に頼もしいだなんて。
can be a cruel place, you know? Reality can be often disappointing.
かすみはランジュ先輩よりスクールアイドルとしては先輩ですからね。はあ、さすがよ、かすみ。ねえ、これって希望する進学先を書くのかな？将来なりたいものじゃダメ？まあ、今は好きなように書いてもいいんじゃない？歩夢はなりたいものがあるの？
Have you thought of something, Ayumu?
はい。私、
To be needed by someone.
誰かに必要とされる人になりたいんです。
Did we activate her yandere form again?
必要とされる
And I need you too. Oh shit. There's only one person she clearly needs, and that person is none other than yours truly.
毎日あゆむさんの卵焼き食べたいな。
もちろん喜んで。あなたにも毎日作ってあげたいな。
I'll be happy to do so.
かすみんだって毎日コッペパン作ります。先輩のために。
Even bread rolls. Ah, I could always go for some pandesal.
私が充実させてあげられたらな。
Eat that pandesal with
今の
pancit
は何でも
canton.
ないの。そろそろみんな練習始めようか。
Hey, practice. Yes, yes, yes.
ちょっと待って。
What is it, Rina?
実は私、みんなにお願いしたいことある。スクールアイドル活動のこととはちょっと違うんだけど。
急に改まってどうしたの？
Yes,
何で
let's
もお
hear
姉
it
さん
out,
に言
you
ってごら
know.
んなさい。
We're always here. We always got our backs.
ね、
Just, you know,
私、
from the
この
front.
イベントに出ようと思ってる。それで、誰か一緒に出てくれないかな。
高校生ゲーム
A
クリエ
high
イタ
school
ーコン
game
テスト？
creator contest?
リナさん、
Sign me and the rest of the game development department girls up!
ね、昨日の夜、ファンクラブ
Oh,
イベ
seriously,
ン
in
トでゲー
Japan
ム
they're
大
getting
会
a
をしたの。
second part of their story arc, you know.
見ました。
When it comes
み
to
んな
N,
の
I
チー
just
ムワー
can't
クが
wait to
最高でし
reunite
た
with my
ね。
gamer girls.
その時、私が作ったゲームで遊んでみたいってメッセージをもらって。だから、このイベントはいい
Yes,
挑
you
戦
know.
かなと
It's
思っ
always
て。
good to come to game developers
具体的に
expos,
は
you know.
どんなイベン
There
トな
was
の？
one here in the Philippines earlier,
ハッカ
ESGS.
ソン形式の
Some of my
学生
friends
ゲー
went
ム
there.
制作イベント。
I unfortunately did not. Earlier I was
形式？
doing things with a family.
何人かのチームで決まった時間内にプログラミングのアイディアや制作物を作るイベン
So
ト
what are we
のこ
trying to
と。
program in?
ゲーム作りは前か
Maybe
ら
we
興
can
味あったけ
program
ど、
a wish
本
simulator
格
to
的
see
に
if
作
we
るの
will
は
get
無理
our
かなって
Nahida.
思ってた。でも最近 PV 作りで他の部の人たちと関わっていろいろ刺激を受けて、それでちゃんと作ってみたいって思ったの。ゲーム制作のイベントに出るなんて初めてだけど、やったことないこともやってみたいから
I like where
挑戦す
you're
る。
going with this, Rina. How many people do you need?
4人。
4. It's also about the same
I'm
amount
in.
as the game development girls, you know. 4
Rina.
girls. We got
リナがや
Midori,
るんだったら
Momoy,
僕
Yuzu,
も
and
一緒にやりた
Alice.
い。それに思ったんだ。今の僕がスクールアイドルとして活動する上で足り
Right.
てないのは
But you've been
ス
so
クール部
focused
分
on
の経
writing
験なん
songs,
じゃな
you
いかって
haven't done anything else.
僕ここに来るまでは学生生活なんて無駄な時間っ
Maybe
て
feels
思ってた。
like it is a waste.
でも今は違う。もっと経験したい。そしてそれを自分のスクールアイドルとしての表現につなげたい。
みやちゃん。
私も参加さ
Oh,
せてください。
Setsuna. You're also joining in as well?
こんな機会に恵まれ
Oh,
るなんて
Setsuna's ideas are
運命と
that's
しか
gonna
言い
run
表せま
wild,
せ
you
ん。
know, if she's in the game
実は
development
私
department.
こういうのがあったらいいのにと思ったゲームのアイディアをたくさ
I
ん
have
書き
the
留めて
same
いるん
thing, you
です。
know. I have so many game ideas that I wish would come to fruition.
アイさんも出たい。自分たちでゲーム作るなんて楽しそう。私も
I'm always playing mobile games with
よく
Rina.
アプリゲームでも遊ぶし
That's a lot of people, you know.
歩夢先輩はゲームに関してはちょっと感覚が独特
Even
じゃないで
Kasumi
すか。
wants to in on the
ここは
fun.
かすみんの力で。待ってよ、ランチも出たいわ。
Do you even
ラン
play
チがい
games,
れば
Lanshu?
なんだって大成功なんだから。
The first order is to make sure you
どうし
you
よう。
only need a
みん
team
な
of
協力
4.
してくれるの嬉しい。
Ria seems overwhelmed by all this,
4
ladies.
人だから。お願い、助けて。あなたにも参加してほしい。
Oh,
それ
you
で
want me
ま
to?
とめ役も
Oh,
手伝って
don't
く
worry.
れ
I
た
know
ら。
so much about game development and interesting philosophies. All you gotta do is search for Masahiro Sakurai on creating video games. He's got some very interesting insights about game development, the gaming industry, and behind the scenes look at some of his works. From Kirby to Smash. This is the But yeah, Sakurai, a legend in the games industry. There goes my Nintendo bias again. What? Sakura's just doing it on his own individual basis, and he uses other games, you know, not just limited to Nintendo games, to perfectly describe certain examples. You really should check his channel out, you know. If you're an aspiring game developer or a passionate gamer, you're always welcome to see what goes down behind the scenes. I'll see you in episode 3. Sorry, I really was just trying to make sure that they really did remove that challenge button. I feel like going back to, I feel like it's like how I'm an overpowered trainer in Pokemon. Going back to beating low-level trainers that I have intentionally dodged. There's one change that's coming to the Pokemon games that's gonna be very interesting, but I won't say what it is until I have my own hands-on with it. Yes, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will have its own Zakudan, so you'll learn what I have to think about it soon. What's up?
ねえ、どうしたの？大丈夫？
Oh! Oh!
もう、さっきから上の空なんだから。
Oh! What's up? What you know? Oh yeah, right.
外れだよ。どっちのバッグが
Which
似合
bag
う
is
か。
better for you? Wait, hang on. How do I do this? Sorry, I'm on iPad OS 16. I know this is an interesting new gesture. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. But in iPad OS 16, you can swipe on the bottom left of your touchscreen, and now you take a screenshot. But it seems like it doesn't like to cooperate with this game.
気分転換になるかな
Or
と思って
any
誘
games
っ
for
たけど、
that games,
やっぱりりなちゃんのことで頭がいっぱいだよね。
Right. Yeah, thanks.
さっき、
Right, I appreciate
どうし
the
て考
effort.
えさせ
So
て
helping me
な
touch
んて言っちゃ
grass.
ったの？
I like games, yeah. I'm no good at them. I take too
りな
much
ちゃん
of
は
it on
そうい
Apex.
うの分かった上
Whether
で
it's PC or
あなた
mobile,
に
you
お願
know.
いしたんじゃないかな。
That reminds me, I need to get back to gold before the end
なん
of
だ
the season.
かあなたらしくない。あなたは小さい頃からずーっと誰かのために頑張っちゃう人だよ。
Well,
なのにどうして今回は悩むの？
I guess.
誰かのために頑張ってる時のあなたはすごいんだよ。
Yeah.
ずっと近くで見てきた私が言うんだから、これは絶
Yeah,
対
where's the confidence
あなたにしかできないことがある
that
の。
I have? You
り
know.
なちゃんは
I'm supposed to be the
だからあなたに
gamer
お願いしてるん
expert
だ
right
と思う。
here.
私だ
I
って
played all sorts of
いつ
games.
もそういう気持ちだもん。
MOBA, Battle Royales.
私からもお願い。りなちゃんの夢を叶えるために力を貸してあげてほしい。
Gotcha games. Almost give it up but help me. You're always there for help. You know.
やっとあなたらしい笑顔になったね。よーし、りなちゃんたちのためにこれから差し入れの材料を買いに行くから付き合って。
right. We need like a good GPU, you know?
バッグはまた今度。今は差し入れの
Right.
方が大事
Because
だ
the
もん。
GPU's like that's gonna run out. Just
私も
don't buy the GTX
私のできることで
RTX 4090.
あなた
I
や
heard
りなちゃん
something
たち
about
を応援したい
some
んだ。
bad things about that
美
power
味しいお菓
supply
子い
cable
っぱい
thing.
作るね。
The 12 pin seems to like break down a lot. I think this is why I switched to
い
Radeon.
る。おはよ
My Radeon kicks ass.
う。ほんと嬉しい。あなたにしかできないこといっ
That I can
ぱ
only
いある
do.。
こちらこそ
Oh yeah,
願
I
いし
can
ます。
compose music for your game. That could
ペコ
be
リ
a
ン。
good contribution, you know? Music is always a good driving force in the game. I mean, listen to Blue Archive's soundtrack as a perfect example.
メンバーに入れてもらえて光栄です。頑張ります。僕をメンバーに残すなんて分かってるじゃないか、ベイビーちゃん。
We are not
僕は
making
リ
an
ナといつも一緒
educational
にゲー
game
ムしてる
left.
から絶対力になるよ。頼りにしてよね、リナ。
You definitely are a better Apex
みや
friend
ちゃん、
than I am.
ありがとう。みんなで頑張ろうね。キュッ。
あ、私も入れてください。ほら、あなたも。
Whoa!
セツナ、
Hey, that's
力強いって。これは結束の強さの証です。キュー。
Oh no!
みんな、一緒に頑張ろうね。
Oh hey Mia, if you can endure this, I'll take you to what burger is there? Oh, just a moss burger. I had a rice burger. Oh right, right, Burger King. Yeah, Burger King. We can have Burger King there. I'll have a Chicken King, you know. I tried it. It's delicious. Pro tip when you're making a chicken sandwich: always use chicken thigh fillet. It really elevates the flavor. The dark meat does elevate the flavor of the chicken much better than white meat. Wait, wait. Too much food. Okay. You should just worry about I'm already well fed, you know. Let's just go on to episode 4. Alright, let's start with making a game, you know. Let's pretend we're at the offices of... Who's a good company to work for? Let's just make our own indie company. But here's my one rule. I will make sure that make sure that the game company succeeds. No crunch. Alright? I do not want my employees to crunch. I want everyone to take as much time as they need to make the game. Alrighty. Let's get to it.
作戦会議なんて心地いい響きでしょう。テンション最高潮です。ワクワクが止まりません。
Strategy meeting.
今からそんなに興奮してちゃ最後まで持たないんじゃない？
Oh, don't worry about that.
倒れ
Just
る
give
時
her
は
all the
前のめり
monster
に
max
ですから。
energy drinks.
倒れない努力
Oh,
をしない
oh
の
my. Or you could be like the guy who goes up
ま
the
ず最
stairs,
初に
falls
高
sideways,
校生
but
ゲームク
bounces
リエイ
back
ター
up
コ
on
ン
the
テスト
stairs.
のルールをおさらいするね。当日発表されるテーマに沿ったゲームを完成させる。
Complete this
1時
game
間
based on the
48
theme.
時間。
Oh, it's
その
those
完
kinds
成
of
度で
things.
優劣
I
が
believe
決ま
some
る。
games like Surgeon Simulator
機
were
材は
cobbled
運
together
営
in
が準
that
備した
amount
も
of
のを使
time.
うことになるから技術とアイディアの勝負。
Equipment, so basically they'll probably give you something
も
like
ちろん複雑なものは
Unity,
作れない。
Unreal Engine
だから
5,
48時間でも作れるようなシンプルな
maybe
ものを考
Source
える。
Engine.
シンプルであればあるほどクオリティの差は見えるからね。
Good
他と
skills
差を
and
つけ
good
るスキル
ideas.
と
So.
アイディアが要求されるわけだ。立ちはだかる壁が高ければ
The
高い
bigger
ほ
the
ど
hurdle, the more
熱く
excited
燃え
it
ま
is.
す。
Yeah,
努
because
力
if
と
you
友情で
remember,
壁を
like
突
it
破し
said, Surgeon
勝利をこ
Simulator,
の手に。
you're trying to operate
あ
a
と
human
作業部屋が一つ必要になる。
very wacky
そこにカメラを
controls,
設
you know,
置して私たちの作業してるところが配信される。
programmed to a finger.
参加者は部屋への出入りは自由。ただし参加者以外の入室は基本 NG。
Nobody else?
Oh.
Right.
こんなところかな。
We have our own gaming room to... Yes.
それがいいですね。 寝るときは部室を使いましょう。
Club camping. We'll just set up the sleep bags, you know.
違う、これはスキルとアイディアを競う大会。みんな遊び気分じゃダメだからね。
Wait up.
それじゃあ早速準備をしよう。
何をすればいいですか？
まずはゲー
Game
ムの研
research.
究。
Right. We need to do some
ゲームのテーマは
R&D.
当日発表される。だから
This game
ど
will
ん
be
なテーマにも
announced.
対応
All
できる
sorts
よ
of games.
ういろんな
Right.
ゲームに詳しく
Let's
なろう。
play hero shooters like
OK、解析なら任せてよ。
Apex Legends.
ううん、それはしなくて
That
大丈
also has a
夫。
battle royale theme to it as well.
え？
Huh?
ゲームに詳しくなるには
Right,
遊んでみるのが一番。そ
Rina,
の
do
ゲ
you
ー
have
ムの楽
PC
し
Game
いとこを
Pass?
見つけよう。
そういうことでしたら大得意です。
じゃあまずはこれを
Alright,
みんなで遊ぼ
it's
う。
the game begin.
遊びだからっ
What
て
we gotta do is
手は
just
抜かないよ。
press start.
リナちゃんボードメラメラ。
I got my controller in hand. The old reliable Xbox controller.
ベイビーちゃんが弱すぎるんだよ。前線最下位って狙ってもなかなか取れないよ。
Way too bad. I don't want a record
あ
like
なたの
that.
弱点見切った対策がある。
Wait,
耳を貸して。
what are you telling me, Rina? How to become better at games? The secret. Get good. I didn't comment that.
キング、嘘でしょ。
Okay,
僕が
this
ベイビーちゃんに
is
負けるなんて。
baby.
ミヤさん惜しかったです。惜しくたって負けは負け。
Those are not the losses. Oh, now you're determined. The tide's a turn.
覚醒してる。
最高です。アニメや映画のヒーロー誕生の瞬間って
Just you
こんな
wait.
感じですよ
I
ね。
got a powerful weapon, you know.
ほら見た？僕リズムゲームなら
Oh,
負
the
けてない
rhythm
わ。
game queen. We're now playing some Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix.
反射神経では負けていないはずなんです
Yeah,
が。
that one's quite complex, you know.
ミヤちゃんリズム感がすごくいいんだね。
It,
そうなんだ。音楽のことなら何
we
でも
were
僕に
just all
頼って
playing
よ
on
ね。
controller.
リナ、
Imagine if someone were given like the arcade controller for that.
改めてゲームって本当
All
にいろ
this
んな
and
種
more
類がある
because
んです
Rina has
ね。
a very
Look,
stacked up
guys.
Steam account.
私このコンテストで
NPC
自分がこれまで書き溜めたアイディアを出せたらと思っていたんですが、もう少し
Seriously,
踏み
thank you
込ん
for
でみてもいい
finally
でしょう
putting
か。
P5R on PC Game Pass. I was
ゲーム
worried
の世界
that
観
I
やデ
wouldn't
ザ
be
イ
able
ン
to
全
play
般を
P5R.
担
Now
当
I
させ
can
てもら
play
えませんか？
P5R.
今日遊んだゲームはそれぞれ見えないところまで設定が作り込まれていて、すごくその世界にのめり込んでしまいました。そして私が惹かれるゲームってどれもそうだなと気づきました。
Ah, yes.
私
The
もそん
world.
な世界観に入り込めるようなものを作ってみた
An
いんです。
important world setting is great to
じゃあ
establishing
僕は音楽だね。
immersion, you know. I mean, look at Breath of the Wild as an example. A true open world game
私はプログラム担当だね。
everything is your oyster. Go wherever you want to go. Nothing's gonna
あ
stop
り
you
ます
from
ね
doing so.
大役です。ミナにしかできないことだよ。
We'll all follow your lead.
頑張る。リナちゃんボードムモン。
And definitely, by the end of this, we will create the most fantastic, miraculous game that we all could ever play. For such a small team, you know. I mean, we definitely can't reach the same levels as, say, Cuphead, you know. That fantastic game with 1930s cartoon aesthetic. You know, that's a big ambition, you know. Lots of stuff. And yet, that's their big debut game. One that definitely wowed the world. Sometimes the indie devs really do come up with better, interesting things. You know, even Nippon Ichi Software, one big name in the Japanese force, they do have their indie titles, you know, like the Yomawari series. Smaller scale titles like Yomawari. That reminds me, is Yomawari Lost in the Dark out? Alright, I'll see you in episode 5. Oh, now we're going to someone else to talk to. Well, let's see what they have to say. You tired, Karen?
どうしてこんなに書けないのかしら。
Guess we're on the same
進
boat.
路希望調査なんて今まではもっと簡単に書いてきたのに。
But why is this one giving you so much trouble then?
後から変更もできるんだし、気楽に。
That's true.
ってやっぱりダメ。はあ、もうこんな時間。明日また考えましょう。はあ、
違う。
Whoa.
足は
Kasmin,
こうでしょうか。
something the matter?
そうかすみんが女王
Here's
だとしたら
the laughing
8くらいには可愛いポーズできてるよ、しょこ。
On a scale of 1 to 10,
はい、
how would
あり
you
がとう
rate
ござい
your
ます。
cute waifu?
あら、今日は2人だけ？はい、皆さん少し遅れると。
Someone traffic again, sir?
かすみんは小テスト余裕だったからちゃんと来てまーす。
Wait, you had no trouble with the
に教
quiz?
えてもらったとこ
You,
がバッチ
of
リで
all
すから
people?
先生にも褒められたんですよ。
Ah,
すみさん、別に皆さん小テストがダメだったから遅れるというわけでは。2人とも元気でいいわね。
yeah, as long as they pass, they'll just shrug it off.
ちょっと元気
Unless
な
they
い
are
ですね。
born by the way of the
つるつるかな
Asian
肌が
parent,
今日は
then they must face the wrath
やだ、
of
本当
a slipper.
もう最悪。何か悩み事でもあ
What's
るん
it,
ですか？
Karen?
悩み事というか、
そういう時はかすみんがお話聞きますよ。
Come on,
しお
tell
こ
us.
も
かすみちゃんに心配されるようじゃまだまだね。
ちょっとどういう意味です
お
か？
ごめんなさいね。じゃあ聞いてもらおうかしら。進路希望調査がね、書けな
Ah,
いのよ。
right. You still can't finish that, huh?
提出期限もうすぐですよね。ええ、考えてるんだけど、考えれば考えるほどハマっちゃうっていうかね。あくまで希望だし、書いたって途中で変えることもできる。
If I go full
夢みたいなことを
idealist,
書いたって、先生は真面目に向き合ってくれると思う。
I tell you to
だか
become a
ら
doctor.
思い切ったことを
and
書
not a
いては
musician.
みるんだけど、つい現実的な想像をして消すを繰り返してるのよね。いっそしおりこちゃんに適性を見てもらった方がいいのかもなんて。適性をお伝えすることはできますが、お話を聞く限りかりんさんにはもう見えてるものがあるんですよね。かりんさんの将来
Yeah.
やってみたいことっ
Do
て
tell us.
何ですか？
Follow
そうね。
what your heart desires.
小さな世界から飛び出して自分を表現したい。私、ずっとスポットライトが当たるような世界に行きたかったの。
Unless that heart's desire turns it
そ
into
の
a
第一歩
palace,
が
then
読
we
者モ
must
デルだっ
take
たんだ
your
けど、
heart.
スクールアイドルを始めてからその思いがもっと強くなったわ。もっともっと先に行ってみたい。モデルとしての表現の幅を広げたい。モデル、そしてスクールアイドル、両方を経験した私だからできるような、
かりん先輩ならきっと素敵なモデルさんになれますよ。
Yes.
なりたいとは思ってるんだけど、
Life
そう
isn't
簡
that
単には
easy.
いかないのよ、
Right.
かすみちゃん。
Reality can
人
often be
生はそう甘くない
disappointing.
の。
そうですね。夢を叶えることができる人は
Hard
一
work.
握りだと言います。
Yeah,
してきた努力も報われるとは限らない。
that's what I also heard.
でも、努力をした人にしか夢は叶えられませんし、かりんさんはその努力をしてきた人だと思っています。
しおりこちゃん。
そうですよ、かりん先輩。それに
You gotta
人
persevere
生甘く
till it
ない
gets
のな
easy.
ら甘くなるまで
Yeah,
粘れ
once
ばい
again,
いん
look
で
at
すよ。
that step
かすみんだ
stair
って
climbing guy
最
who
後に
falls
かす
his
みんが
way to
可
the
愛いの頂
trampoline,
点に
then
立
back
つま
up.
で頑張りますよ。
That seems like the
そ
perfect
んなかすみん
analogy.
にはバラ色の人生が待ってるんですから。甘くなくたって何があったって突き進むのみです。
意外とたくましいのね、かすみちゃん。
Yeah.
たくましいって言わないで、可愛くないです。
ごめんなさい。かすみちゃんの言う通りかもしれないわね。それに、
You
りな
wanted
ちゃ
to
んも言っ
challenge
てたわよね。
yourself to think.
やったことがないこともやってみたいから挑戦するって。私に足りてなかったのは
That
覚
sorts
悟だっ
of
たみたい。
decisiveness.
私もチャレンジする。自分の将来の可能性を広げるためにも悩んでる暇はないんだわ。ありがとう二人とも。
Alrighty.
私先生に相談し
Now
てみる
go. Fulfill your mission.
私にしかできない新しいモデルになるためにはどうしたらいいか。
Remember, it is only you that can shape your own path forward. While others might be of help, it is all up to you to see this ambition of yours grow to the end. Yeah. For us, we have something as for us. We may choose a simple path that will make our lives all the better. While others want to challenge themselves and aim for greater heights, you know. Because only through greatness will they earn will they truly become the most powerful entity in the world. Okay, halfway done with the story. I'm gonna of course cut the editing right here. Tune in next time and we will continue throughout this chapter here. I am the Ark, signing off. Have a good day.